My name is Gretel. And this is my brother, Hansel.
I'm not going to have you telling me what to do.
Jeremy, like you need another action hero character, but for you, Gemma, this is kind of the first time you've become the action babe.
I know, I love it. At last, my badass self can let rip. No, it was great. I mean, used to playing weepy heroines, you know, and so this was, you know, I'm not the girl in this. I'm a girl in it, but I'm not the girl. Right. It's fun.
Well, this is not the fairy tale I grew up with.
That's right. That's right. Or actually it is, you just don't remember it. I think you've misremembered, son. Like I have.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, how do you read this to a child?
I know.
Before they go to bed?
I know.
Like, what's going on?
Okay, my love, I'm gonna read you a story now. I'm gonna help you sleep.
It's about two kids that get abandoned in the woods.
Yeah, and then they
get lost and they eat a house made of candy and lured in by a witch and then thrown into a pot to get eaten. They kill the witch. The end. Good night, sweetheart. What?
Sleep tight.
So it's not, yeah, exactly, right? You're gonna give a kid nightmares and need therapy.
I see you got my invitation.
Say your name before my arrows rip out your throat.
I go by many names, none of which you're worthy of pronouncing.
Oh my God.
The Wicked Witch. Was the role description enticing enough?
Yeah, well, I did read the script, so I kind of knew what I was getting involved in. And then it was, you know, some extra things that I never would have imagined happened. You know, it's hard to imagine what prosthetic makeup, what the whole process is going to feel like if you've never experienced it.
What do you think the Brothers Grimm would make of this interpretation?
It's not in the end when you think about it. I mean, at the time, think about what Hansel and Gretel or any of those fairy tales that they wrote, how advanced for the time and how dark and twisted they were. So, you know, that is comparable in a way to what this means to us now. I mean, we've all become immune to a lot of the violence in films today, and we all are very familiar with particular types of genres, and so you constantly have to push the envelope when it comes to the audience, I think, for them to remain entertained in a new version of something we've seen before.
In the last 2 weeks, we had 5 children taken from us.
A witch does not come out in the open like that.
I don't think we're hunting witches. There's something else going on here.
Now, you've taken some liberties with the original fairy tale. How could you mess with the gingerbread house?
Well, yeah. Well, the walls are actually made of gingerbread, but there's just so much. Basically, what we, of course, it's got to look cinematically beautiful, but we just try to. In my head, if 2 children stumble upon a candy house in the forest, they're gonna be skeptical. Naturally, they're gonna be skeptical. But if you make it as yummy as humanly possible with floating, you know, sugar or whatever, it just somehow it will be appealing enough for them to run over to it. So it was just about making it as yummy as we could.
A lot has been made of the siblingness of this couple. They're probably one of the better renowned sibling couples in history.
It's right. It's actually, that was the biggest draw for both of us, I think, was this, you know, this brother or sister relationship and the complexity of that, and actually having an action duo that are brother and sister is really rare. It's usually 2 guys or a girl or a guy or whatever, you know, friends. But the brother and sister aspect of it, this protectiveness and the love-hate thing was really cool, you know. When one gets hurt, it's like, oh, that's my sister or whatever, you know.
Or it's like, yes, that's my
It's like,
sister.
she deserved it. Good.
Good morning, sunshine.